It's a lot of fun because you go from doing conditioning and weights all the time to actually playing basketball. So that's pretty cool. They're long practices, but it's also getting back into the swing of things. So you're playing like live basketball, which is what we all kind of came here to do. I just think that overall it's been really good to get back into it because we had those practices going to Italy, but they weren't the same as the ones that we're doing now. We kind of get to practice a little more and harder and for more of kind of a purpose now because we know who we're going to face all season. So just being able to kind of come in and get our minds right and get ready for the season, I think has been really good. I think it helped a ton. I mean, I feel like we didn't do any we did condition and stuff like that when we got back, but I feel like we kind of made it a lot shorter. It's kind of crazy to think they were already in season because I know in the last couple of years you're like, oh, you have this much conditioning or this much preseason, and then you kind of finally hit real practices. And this year it felt like we had real practices, then we had a little bit of a break when we got back from Italy, and then we're already in real practices again. So I think to have that kind of break and not just be conditioning, I think that helps, not only us older kids, but especially younger kids who are coming in from, high school and stuff like that. It's a nice, shift because they don't have to just condition and kind of, go through the hard times of, college basketball. So to be able to kind of now get into practice and get into the flow of things, I think helps a ton. And having that we had those 10 practices for Italy and had that kind of vacation and getaway, I think we kind of know what to expect, so that helps a lot. You travel 12 hours on a plane, and then you're traveling with people everywhere you go, and then you're playing games while you're there, and you're rooming with different people, so you're kind of getting, a piece of each and every person on your team, which you don't necessarily get until you start traveling, in season. So to have that, 2 months before we actually start playing, I think helps a ton. And spending that much time with people who you wouldn't spend that much time with, normally, I think builds a bond that off the court that, can be translated onto the court. Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love everybody on the team, and I think that we're all, my 4 years here, 3 years here so far, I think this is, the most together team that I've been a part of. So that's always a good start. Obviously, it's the first week of practice, so you're going to have ups and downs, but I think overall, our trajectory is going to be up just because the youth and the energy that they bring. The freshman class, there's 5 of them, and they all have good energy about them. So, in practice when the vibes are low or people are getting after each other, they bring a positive energy that we haven't had before. So to have that kind of helps us a lot.